Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Logical Republican. Thank you for stopping in. My apologies for being absent the last few days. I had a pretty bad case of the flu. I don't know if it was food poisoning or just the flu. It felt like what COVID might have felt like. I was fortunate enough to never actually have COVID, but it was a headache and a stomach ache and a body ache, and I just found myself laying in bed watching a whole bunch of Netflix and drinking way too much Theraflu for the last 4 days. So anyways, thank you for coming back. And again, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please hit the like button. The subscribe button is there as well. I would greatly appreciate that. If you have any like-minded friends, please share. And if you have any left-wing, liberal, progressive buddies who you'd like to piss off, this is the perfect video to share with them and laugh. So, we've all had a chance to digest the debacle that we saw the other night on CNN. The Joe Biden walking corpse, looking like he's already filled with embalming fluid, shoveling across the floor, having a dozen or three senior moments, as the other guy, the crooked Donald Trump, was there doing his thing. And, again, stretching the truth a little bit here and there, but not as bad as late night TV and the prognosticators on all of the networks would have you believe. Yes, we did have the greatest economy in the history of the United States for a period of time before the COVID was injected into our society. But what really got me was post-debate. Now, I wasn't sure what to expect from the CNN panel, but boy, was that a reality check. They were in shock, in tears. They were hoping that all of these videos that surfaced that they covered up for the last 6 months or 4 years of him stumbling up and down plane stairs or pooping his pants or just forgetting what he was talking about or forgetting where he was going or walking in the wrong direction, that they again said it was, trick angles or something like that. They just sat there and were shaking their head and saying, oh my God, what the hell just happened? Van Jones nearly in tears, or maybe he even was in tears. I love the guy, he said. I worked for the man. It's just sad to see this, blah, 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 blah. Well, it makes you wonder what in the hell has been going on the last 4 years and who in the hell has been making the actual decisions and policy. It sure as heck is not Kamala Harris. She is not smart enough to do these things. So who are the puppet masters? Makes you wonder, where's the press? Who's digging into this? Who is making the decisions? Who's been making the decisions, for goodness sakes? But let's dive into the actual meat of what I want to talk about today. And it is the Democrat Party cult, okay? Now, it has many factions. And let's start with late night TV, shall we? Because the Democrat cult has a complete monopoly on late night TV. Really, it does. Jimmy Kimmel hates Donald Trump with a purple passion. Okay? He has Jill Biden and Michelle Obama and whomever all else on his show. He would probably blow Gavin Newsom on the air. He probably would. Jimmy Fallon is not quite as overt. I mean, he tries to be the everyman, but still, he has all of the usuals on his show. Stephen Colbert. We're in America, buddy. It's Colbert, okay? Really now, okay? He's about as overt as Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart bashed the heck out of Biden. He sat there like, oh my God, I don't believe what I just saw. But still, he had to stick a dagger into Trump. But he was like, I can't believe it. Here are all the moments where you could have jumped in and no. Great editing, by the way. Jon Stewart has a fantastic team on his side, but still, he's a member of the cult. Seth Meyers, cult member. David Letterman, oh my God. I guess they don't have any illegals in Indiana or wherever he's living these days, up in the Hamptons in his security-laden estate. But Really now, come on. John Oliver, look, he's not even American, so screw him. And the other guy, the South African guy, he hates Trump. He loves Biden. He would probably blow Gavin as well on air. Conan, yeah, not as bad, but still, they're all after hours Biden campaigners. Literally, across the board, 100% late night TV. It's bash Trump, blow Biden, okay? Bill Maher, okay, Bill Maher has been actually a voice of reason in this whole thing. But still, he said, and I kid you not, Bill Maher said he would vote for Joe Biden's head in a jar of blue liquid. a jar of blue liquid. Hermetically sealed, cryogenically preserved bottle of blue liquid with Joe Biden's head, and he would vote for it. I have friends saying that they would vote for Joe Biden if he was on life support because they're voting for his VP. Really? You're voting for Kamala Harris, the modern day Dan Quayle? Kamala Harris has the likability of, I don't know, a dirty sweat sock. She's not a nice person. And then there's the collaboration with the networks. This is just ongoing with their advertising. I mean, you go on CNN and there's this huge Biden-Harris ad across the top of their website saying that Trump is a threat to democracy. Really? He wants to be a dictator. He's going to be a dictator from day one. Really? Are people really stupid enough to believe this? And really, then what in the hell has the last 4 years with Biden been? A guy who can't speak a coherent sentence. What has that been? That is democracy? It's called a puppet. Somebody is behind there pulling the strings. It sure as hell isn't Joe coming up with original thoughts. Oh my God. Back to the cult. Let's just look at TV in general. Morning talk shows. Okay? The View. Okay, you've got 4 Trump bashers and 4 who were, or is it 5? I can't even keep count. I don't watch it. I just watch the highlights when somebody goes on and makes them look stupid. But the line that I really like is, again, it's a show laden with Einsteins like Whoopi and Joy. But the line that still sticks with me is Whoopi 4 years ago saying that Jill Biden would make a great Surgeon General because she's a doctor. Whoopi, she's the other kind of doctor, the fake kind of doctor, the one with a PhD. And remember, PhD stands for push here, dummy. Jill Biden would make a great Surgeon General. So, but again, the network commentators saying that basically, and this is across the board, this is CNN, this is MSNBC, the late night people, the Ali Bashirs of the world, using we and us to reference the Democrats, right? Like it's a sports team, like it's the Lakers versus the Celtics, and we're gonna win. It's us versus them. This is network TV. It's supposed to be nonpartisan. Okay, remember when news was news? You just reported the facts instead of like actually rooting. But then I get these ads on YouTube with Barack Obama begging for $5 donations because of Trump's billionaire friends. Okay, so Trump does have some billionaire friends. But guess what? 95% of the billionaires in Silicon Valley and Hollywood are all on Biden's side. Who has more billionaires? I'll bet you it's Joe. But of course, that's not news because, well, Trump is trying to get his billionaire buddies tax breaks. Sure. Okay, yeah. So, but these billionaires in Silicon Valley, they would back Biden's head in a jar. They would. I just don't get it. The lies. Okay, let's look at Joe. And again, this is the cult, right? They don't look at stuff. They don't read between the lines. Nothing is true. They gloss over the facts because they're in the cult. They're drinking the frickin' Kool-Aid. The laptop. Remember the laptop in 2020? It's a Russian plant. It's not real. It's propaganda. The boxes of top secret documents parked next to his Corvette in the garage. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, the ones in my college professor office. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the ones at my cottage. Yeah, but it's not the same as Trump because Trump did it. It was malice. Trump was malicious about it. That he's not the big guy. The fabrications, just too many to mention. The collusion with Google and Twitter in the 2020 election suppressing information. It's not just the networks. It's not just the commentators. It's not just the newspapers. It is tech. It was Twitter suppressing information. It was Twitter who was kicking people off of their platform for putting in a link of the New York Post story about the Hunter Biden laptop. That is the threat to democracy, my friends. It is not Donald Trump. The MAGA threat or the Tea Party threat? Oh, come on. What is wrong with greatness? Does anybody even know what the Tea Party stands for? Taxed enough already. Aren't we all? Can't the Democrats agree with that? Can't the Democrats agree that it would be really nice for America to be great again? But it's okay when China does something that wants to be great, or China says that they want to be great and self-sufficient and they steal everybody's intellectual property and want to kick all of the other companies out. It's okay when China does it, right? It's okay for Biden to get cozy with Winnie the Pooh, but oh my God, if somebody mentions Putin, oh, Russia, my friends, is not a threat. Okay? They are not a threat to our democracy, to our way of life. They are, that's yesterday's news. It is China. China is the threat. China wants to colonize the world. Okay? They want to take over and make the world dependent on them. They want their currency to be the world currency, the one that is manipulated by the Chinese government. They want to make that the world currency over the US dollar, which is actually regulated by a free market. But nobody has the guts to say it. But that's what MAGA is about, right? Make us great. Why can China make themselves great, but we can't? Freaking morons. It's a cult. They're drinking Kool-Aid. 8 million illegal Americans are just immigrants. They're not trespassers or, border hoppers or anything like that. No, they're just immigrants. And if you don't like the illegals, well, you're racist and anti-immigrant. No, they're trespassers. Kick them out. Inflation is okay. Sure. Right. Okay, why is it okay? Well, it helps raise the minimum wage. High interest rates are okay. Nobody's bashing him about this. Rising grocery prices. The cost of milk and eggs is doubled in the last 4 years. Gas prices are double from when Trump was in office. But nobody mentions that. Oil prices are skyrocketing. Nobody mentions that. Our oil production is down. The United States was the largest oil producer in the world under Trump. But now, I honestly, I don't know the answer to that, but gas prices are high. It's crazy. Unrest in the Middle East. It's all Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault. Think about this now, okay? Trump was president for 4 years, okay? Biden and Obama, 4 and 8. So if I do the ratio here, the Democrats have, I don't know, what is that? 12 years, it's 12-4. Now, if that was a baseball game, it would have been basically a blowout. But the hot button topic now is abortion. Really? Letting somebody kill their babies because she didn't like the guy she screwed the day before? I think if somebody actually watched a video of an abortion, they might actually change their mind. Roughly 6 million babies have been killed in clinics in the last 10 years. These are the same people that protest outside a prison when a baby killer is on death row about to get executed. Just moronic. Absolutely moronic. 35, it was actually 33% of the voters in the CNN poll said that Joe Biden won. What are you watching? The cult. As I mentioned a while back, sheep. People will vote for a French poodle over a better candidate just so their side will win. The Democrat cult. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, like what you hear, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Send this to a friend who is like-minded or one that is not, just to piss them off. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you hopefully again tomorrow. See ya.